Confirmation bias results from the tendency to base decisions on one's existing beliefs, even if the evidence shows that those beliefs are wrong. When I was little, I always believed that my mother was perfect, and I made the decision to believe almost every single thing that she ever taught me without hesitation. Now, an example, an easy one to remember, is Santa Claus. Um, Also, her political opinions, or even her explanation for the reasons that she was right, although she was pretty much always right. Representativeness bias results from the tendency to inappropriately generalize from a small sample or single event. Now, this is definitely one of the more common biases. This is the most common when in heated debates or conversations. People oftentimes finding themselves speaking in absolutes, saying terms such as always or anytime, and other absolutes similar to that one. Now, I've had conversation with individuals who take the singular event that happened and claim that this is the general rule. Even though I tend to have this happen to myself, an example would be I've had sweets one time and I got sick from it. Really sick. Now, this built a mindset, an indefinite mindset that I need to stay away from these sweets. Now, this would be to avoid potentially having this same occurrence happen again. Although it only happened once, I still stay away from heavily sugared items. Now, illusion of control results from the tendency to overestimate one's own ability to control activities or events. Now, this is a common term in sports. We think we have the game under control and become overconfident, which, for me, it actually led to the loss, where a win would have been feasible if we would have stayed in touch with reality and played it safe, slowing down. Now, escalating commitment results from the tendency to commit additional resources to a project, even if the evidence shows that the project is failing. Essentially, you're beating a dead horse. This is an issue among many of my previous managers that I've had jobs with, and even employers. They invest time, money, and resources into something, and they become so involved in it that they cannot turn back. They're beating a dead horse. They're hoping that the problem would be resolved. However, dumping more money into the issue does not make it go away. This eventually leads to the failure of the project entirely. There have been other cases where the same occurrence took place. However, they resolved the situation by cutting their losses.